Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Team 4. We're gonna do the presentation about three sectors economy. But before that, let me introduce ourselves. So, my name is Devin Aulia Damayanti with my friends Nadia Tiara Santiwidodo, Nindya Ayu Istiqomah, and Lutfia Hanan. And next, we jump into the first part. Next is the three sectors of the economy. A three-sector economy is one in which activities in the corporate, household, and government sectors cooperate. Thus, in analyzing the three sectors of the economy, the role and influence of the government on economic activities will be considered. As a result, the three sectors of the economy are households, business, and the government. As you can see on the screen, there are three main roles of three sectors of the economy. An economy, production, consumption, and exchange are carried out by three basic economic units: the household, the firm or the corporate, and the government. Firstly, we jump into the household. Households make consumption decisions and own factors of production. They provide firms with factor service in production and buy finished goods from firms for consumption. Second is firms or corporate. Firms or corporate make production decisions. These include what goods to produce, how these goods are to be produced, and what price to charge. They employ the various factors of production and they sell the finished goods to the household for consumption and to the government. And the third or the last is the government. The government collects taxes from households, buys goods from firms, and distributes those goods to households individually or collectively. It also redistributes purchasing power between households. The role of government in the economy. First, the government can play a central role as a regulator of the economy that occurs in society. Second, the influential government also plays a role as a consumer of goods and services product. Third, the government is influential as a producer that manages various state companies to produce products related to the lives of many people. Fourth, the government is also influential to collect taxes from every taxpayer to maintain the country's economic stability. Next is I want to tell you about the definition of APBN. Based on Law Number 17 of 2003 concerning state finance, Article 1, APBN is an annual financial plan of a state government that is approved by the DPR. APBN is also defined as a detailed list that is systematically made containing a plan for state revenues and expenditures for 1 year. Components of APBN. There are three main components of APBN. Based on Law Number 17 of 2003, it is stated that state revenue is the right of the government which is recognized as an addition to the value of net assets, consisting of tax revenues, non-tax revenues, and grants. As previously explained, that the second component of the state budget, or APBN, is state expenditures, in which state expenditures are the obligation of the central government which are recognized as net worth deduction. State expenditures are used for the implementation of central government tax and financial balance between the central and regional government. And the last one is state financing. Domestic financing is all received financing from banks and domestic non-banking, which consists of receipts, reduction of two-step loans, budget balance more, asset management reserve, securities issuance, net country, net domestic credit, minus financing expenditures, which include allocation for state capital participation, revolving funds, obligation arise as a result of government guarantees and reserve funding for education, development funds national. Next is function of the APBN. There are 6 functions of the APBN. First function is allocation function. The function of the APBN allocation is carried out so that the government can distribute the received state revenues according to the desired target or the target. Second is distribution function. This function of the state budget is made so that the government can distribute state revenues fairly and equitably. Third, stabilization function. The stabilization function is used by the government to stabilize the country's economic condition in order to avoid things that are not desirable. Fourth, authorization function. This function was created as the basis for implementing state revenues and expenditures in the current year. Fifth, planning function. The planning function can be a reference for the state to be able to plan various activities in 1 year. And the last is oversight function. The state budget also functions as a supervisor. This means that the preparation of a budget plan can be a guideline for assessing all types of government administration activities. Three sectors economic circular flow. But before that, we're going to tell you about what is circular flow. Circular flow diagram is a diagram that describes the reciprocal relationship or interaction between economic actors. In the diagram, the three-sector model includes households, firms, and governments. It excludes the financial sector and the foreign sector. The government sector consists of the economic activities of local, state, and federal governments. Flows from households and firms to government are in the form of taxes. The income the government receives flows to firms and households in the form of subsidies, transfers, and purchase of goods and services. Every payment has a corresponding receipt, that is, every flow of money has a corresponding flow of goods in the opposite direction. As a result, the aggregate expenditure of the economy is identical to its aggregate income, making a circular flow.
When a consumption household has money in a three-sector economy, it is used for three kinds. The revenue stream is used for: 1 is Y, for household income, C, for financial household consumption, S, for saving, T, for tax. And the formula is Y equals C plus S plus T. The next thing we need to learn is the Lake injection balance equation or equilibrium inject approach. The formula of aggregate supply is Y equals C plus S plus T, and the formula of aggregate demand is C plus E plus G. We need to eliminate the C, and the formula will be S plus T equal E plus G. The income tax levied on domestic and the tax levied on the company was laid in a stream of economic revenue of three sectors. Investment for E and government spending for G is an injection in the three sector of economic revenue stream. Next, we will explain about calculation of national income balance of three sector and the curve.
So there is a question, knowing for A equal to 85, B equal to 0.75, T or investment equal to 100, T or taxes equal to 20% of national income, or Y equal to 0.2y, and government or G equal to 80. So that we found the consumption function. The formula is C equal to A plus B YD, and the answer is C equal to 85 plus 0.75 YD. On the other hand, we're searching about the consumption function on the national income or Y function, and we found the answer is C equal to 85 plus 0.6 Y. Next, we will explain about saving function. The formula is S equal to minus A plus MPS YD. S equal to minus A plus 1 min B YD. And then we found the answer is S equal to minus 85 plus 0.25 YD. Saving function as a function of income or Y. Then we found the answer is S equal to minus 85 plus 0.20y. Next, we have two ways to find the economic balance of three sectors. First in aggregate, and the second by leakage injection. And then we found the answer from both of them. The answer is the same, that is 662.5. And next, we will talk about the consumption equilibrium curve before taxes and after taxes. The first one is consumption before taxes. Y equal to C, Y equal 85 plus 0.75 YD. Y minus 0.75 Y equal to 85, and then 0.25 Y equal to 85. And the last is Y equal to 85 divided into 0.25. And then we had the conclusion Y equal to 340. As you can see on the screen is the curve of consumption, which is the red line is before the taxes, and then the blue line is after the taxes. And then this curve is a continuation of the calculation we have calculated previously. As you can see on the screen, there is a curve about savings before taxes and savings after taxes. So the blue line is savings before taxes and the red line is savings after taxes. And then this curve is a continuation of the calculation we have calculated previously. Hope you can take advantage from our presentation. Thank you very much. See you later. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.